Hi guys, it's me your math teacher Jello. For today's video, let's continue our discussion about random sampling. This is actually last type of random sampling or probability sampling. So which is cluster or area sampling. Allow me to read. Is a random sampling technique in which the entire population is broken into small groups or clusters and then some of the clusters are randomly selected. The data from the randomly selected clusters are the ones that are analyzed. So, yung cluster sampling ay hinahati din natin ang population into groups. Pero, hindi lahat ng grupo ay magkakaroon o makukuha na ng sample. Only cluster or group lang ang magiging sample natin. Let me give you an illustration about cluster sampling. Halimbawa, merong researcher na magkakandak ng research study niya sa isang lugar. Let's say, 5 barangays yon. And yung bawat barangay, halimbawa, yung barangay 1 represented as B1, and then yung barangay 2 as B2. Okay? Barangay 3, B3, then B4, barangay 4, B5, barangay 5. Okay? So, yung researcher magsaselect randomly dito sa among barangays na yan. Halimbawa, na-select niya ay, let's say, barangay 4. Okay, halimbawa, yan ang na-select niya. So, ibig sabihin guys, so lahat ng population dito, lahat ng members or elements dyan, yan yung kukunin niya as magiging sample niya or respondents niya. So, yung B1, yung barangay 1, barangay 2, barangay 3, and barangay 5, hindi niya kukunin as sample. Only dito lang sa napili niya. Gets ba? Unlike kay stratified sampling, bawat grupo ay may representative na magiging sample, 'di ba? Sa previous video natin. So dito, kung sino lang yung nabunot, yun lang ang i-analyze and magiging respondents natin. Gets? And class, keep in mind, pwede natin gamitin ito kapag sobrang laki ng ating population, katulad nito. Ang advantage ito, guys, hindi na siya magpapalipat-lipat pa from barangay 1 to barangay 5. So, dito lang siya. Okay? And a researcher will be focusing only sa isang geographical location. So, for example, dito nga lang siya. Diyan siya magpa-focus. Gets? And, i-consider din kasi natin yung time and resources kung tayo man yung magiging researcher. So, 'di ba magastos? So, these are the considerations when we are picking or selecting our sampling technique, specifically our probability sampling. Again, all the sampling techniques that we discussed already has a probability or chance of being selected from simple random sampling, cluster sampling, systematic sampling, as well as stratified sampling. Okay? So now, let's analyze example number 5. A researcher wants to determine who among the students of Muntinlupa National High School are using TikTok application. And the question is, how is he going to do this using cluster sampling technique? So, ganun lang guys sa illustration natin dito. So, step 1 natin dito guys, i-divide natin yung population into clusters. So, since we have grade 7 hanggang grade 12, and we all know that dito sa Muntinlupa National High School, we have 6 grade levels, right? So, we have grade 7, and we have grade 8, grade 9, grade 10, grade 11, and grade 12. And then, ito, pwede nating lagyan ng number, no? Let's say, yung researcher, ito, ginawa niyang 1 to. Yan. Yung grade 8 corresponds to 2. Grade 9 ay 3. Ito naman ay 4, 5, and then 6. And then, ito guys, so using simple random sampling, so mamimili siya dyan, kaselect siya ng isa, ilalagay niya sa fishbowl yung mga numbers na yan, corresponds doon sa bawat grade level. And then, halimbawa, guys, napili niya ay, ng researcher ay grade 10, no? Okay, so guys, lahat ng estudyante or elements or members ng grade 10, lahat dyan, yan yung magiging sample niya. Diyan siya kukuha na magiging respondents niya. So, yung grade 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, so hindi niya yung papakailaman. So, only, sabi dito, ayan o, the data from the randomly selected clusters are the ones that are analyzed. So, eto lang yun guys. Okay? Ito lang yung papakailaman niya. Gets ba? So, this is how we use cluster or area sampling. So, this is the end of our video, guys. I hope na marin kayo natutunan. Thank you for watching.